make that honeymoon video now?
Every relationship has its challenges.
Stop it now!
Theirs are out of this world.
I will stop this!
Spend your weekends with the strangest couple.
You ready?
And their exes.
Let's get it on, huh?
The X-Files, Saturday night at 11 on UPN 30. Memphis Wrestling, brought to you by Country Ford, Cash Depot, and by AutoPlan Insurance.
We're back again this week, and everybody's ready to go. Throwback 2 is just a few short weeks away. Hello again, everybody. Cory Mlin, Brian Teglin, are you ready today for Memphis Wrestling?
I'm still recovering from the way last Saturday's show ended. What was the deal with that?
Well, I knew Jerry would be highly upset, and
well, he was.
He was when he found out who was coming in for Throwback 2 August 28th. He was highly upset.
Well, in fact, do we have that? Can we throw up how, if you missed it last Saturday, yeah, I'd like to show it if we can. I'm throwing this off the cuff.
Well, let me tell you something. You must forget, Jerry, that you told me some of your deepest, darkest secrets. And you told me out of all the matches you've had throughout all the years, through your world title matches, every time you walked the aisle at the Mid-South Coliseum, every time you stepped in that ring and faced this man, that it almost made you sick. Yeah, I know you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about, yeah. It's the man you told me when you found out you had to wrestle him, when you knew that you were signed to fight him, Jerry, that you almost threw up. You remember telling me that? Because you hated to fight this man. Because you knew you'd be in the fight of your life. That's why. You know who it is, Jerry? August 28th, you and Jimmy Hart in the ring. Me, and I got a man that won't turn his back on me this time, and he can't wait. He hates you, Lawler. He hates your guts. I'm talking about Terry Funk. No! Terry.
Come on, guys, let's bring it back here. August 28th.
Oh, man.
So that's how it ended. That's the last thing we saw, and it went on for quite some time after that.
Yeah.
And then you heard me say August 28th, and that's referring, of course, to Throwback 2. And the tickets are flying out the window, so you better get the tickets. But so that's the partner, huh?
Yep, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be Jerry Lawler, Jimmy Hart in the ring against me and Terry Funk. Stay tuned later today. Terry Funk sent us an interview, Brian. You know, this guy, all the fans that have known him, wrestling fans throughout the years, he's never been lost for words. And we've got an interview with a few words for Jerry Lawler. I'm telling you, it's going to be interesting. Some words from Terry Funk today. Kevin White is going to be in the ring today in action. Later today, we'll be seeing Kevin in action today. Also, that team of Shock and Nicholas Doom in tag team action. They'll be taking on those sexy assassins that we saw that looked real good. The King, Jerry Lawler, he's somewhere here today, isn't he?
I know he is. Yes, he is.
And I know he's got a thread out for me already and all of that stuff.
Seems like that's a weekly thing.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. I'm here, Jerry. You know where I am. Let's take a break. We'll be back and get it all on. Stay right there.
Being a genie is rubbing this witch the wrong way.
We're going to do this my way, mister.
Faster. Charm.
The WB Sunday, starting at 6 on UPN 30.
We are live in front of Greg's store for men, where Greg's is practically giving away school uniforms.
And there's no better place to get ready for school than Greg's. Greg's is your school uniform headquarters with the highest quality, lowest prices, and the sizes to fit your kindergartner, senior, and everyone in between. Greg's has a wide selection of shirts, shorts, pants, classic Reeboks, K-Swiss, Air Force Ones, all in the colors and sizes you need. Plus, today through Sunday, all Dickies 25% off while supplies last. The back-to-school sale is on right now at all Greg's locations.
Wear it out, y'all.
Oh, baby! The 2004 and 1 mixtape tour presented by Mountain Dew Core Red. It's about to invade Memphis this Tuesday night at the Pyramid at 7:30. Come check out the hottest street ball players on the planet. Hot Sauce, Ayo, Main Event, The Professor, and all the rest of the and 1 ballers. This is Duke Tango and to the Open Run and Basketball Expo. Also, come check out the Sauce Halftime Show brought to you by Nintendo. This is the #1 street ball tour as seen on ESPN. Oh, baby.
$2 million. That's a lot of money. $2 million. That's a serious amount of money. $2 million. You can call that a heavy hit. Remember, every case is different, but if you've been injured in a car wreck, call 683-7000, because big or small, we work them all. I'm attorney Cory B. Trotz.
Strange disappearances. There's something out there. Something someone doesn't want you to find out.
Jenny?
Unexplained mysteries. The signs are everywhere.
Unexplained Mysteries, Saturdays at 10 on UPN 30.
You know, I just wanted to come out here for a second and maybe clear up a little bit of a misunderstanding that seems to be floating around town. You see, Cory Mlin can't quite get it through his thick skull. He can't quite understand how Jimmy Hart and I were able to make Kamala switch sides at the big throwback night down at the Mid-South Coliseum a couple of weeks ago. Cory can't get a grip on it. He cannot fathom why someone would turn on him. Well, Cory Mlin, get used to it. Because let me just ask you a question. What could you do for Kamala? What have you ever done for Kamala other than bring him out here on television, embarrass him, humiliate him, tear up his jewelry? Other than that, what could you promise Kamala to make him stay loyal to somebody like you? Well, I'll tell you what, absolutely nothing, Cory Mlin. But on the other hand, the King and Jimmy Hart, oh, baby, we don't just promise, we deliver the goods. And you know what? It wasn't about phony diamond rings or anything that made Kamala switch sides at the Coliseum. It was all about last Monday night. W's what the King did for Kamala. That's what got Kamala to switch sides, Cory Mlin. And I just wanted to let you in on the little fact. So now, without any further ado, let's send it back out to Cory and Brian Teglin, those two idiots out in the studio.
Oh, that's a little cutie pie. There you go. I guess Depot fan cam. There's a little youngster. Yeah. That's the way to bring her up around wrestling. That's how you do it.
Great group. Great group.
I guess Depot fan cam, and we are ready for action.
Well,
Kevin White. Here he is. Oh, the boy's back in town.
Looking and feeling good. So he says. He says he's back up to speed. That was a surprise last night.
Look at Kevin. A few hugs for the girls over at ringside and the guys. I like the way you move. There he is, stepping in. Good to see him back in there, Brian.
It is. It was a surprise last week, though.
Oh, it was a surprise. All right, Jerry Calhoun, let's do it. Here we go. It's opening bout today on Memphis Wrestling. Stay tuned. Terry Funk has got some words coming up a little bit later on today.
We're going to hear from him today.
Yes, sirree. Brian, we're going to hear from him. Almost said yes, sirree, Bob. I'm thinking about Bob Barker and that Price is Right thing.
It is
but
still right.
The price is still right, my friend. If you're ever looking for a price to be right, Throwback 2 tickets are rolling early, I'm telling you this time. Get down there and get yours. Of course, the Coliseum box office open today up until 2 p.m. all week at the Coliseum from noon until 5 every day. Oh, nice job kick from Kevin.
Kicked him out of the ring.
And I'm sure that man, Kevin White, that you see in the ring is taking care of Tony Gunn right there. Gunn's a little staggering. I'm sure Kevin's going to be ready to go. He'll be lacing them up come August 28th for Throwback 2.
He looks like he's feeling good to me.
Yes,
after
sir.
a long layoff.
Boy, Kevin White. Boy, being worked over by Tony Gunn, Brian. Look at this. Look at Gunn.
Now just choking him.
Tony Gunn choking him, yeah, working him over in there. Whoa, hauls off and nails Kevin. The young man wrestling in out of Henderson, Tennessee. Kevin White, a fan favorite.
If you missed us last weekend when we were talking about Throwback 2, August 28th, And as Corey's been saying, the price is still right, not only for admission.
Well, look at this, Brian. He rolled him up. Get this. Two.
Oh, I
didn't mean to cut you off. I thought he had a 3 count. And look at the gun.
That happened so fast.
Yeah, you're talking about the $5 general admission.
And the concessions, incredible. Do we have a few ringside seats left?
We do. There are some ringside seats available, some more floor seats available.
That's where you need
now,
to be.
Now, those are $10. That's don't make any mistake about it.
Right.
$10 for ringside.
But you're up close and personal down
Up close and personal there, and there's $5 for the general admission seating area. That's, of course, around the top of the Coliseum. It's a great deal for the whole entire family.
Oh, yeah. Get the neighborhood group together and go. The concessions are great. You got the combo deal, $3. Hot dog, popcorn, and a Coke. You just can't beat it. A great night out.
Can't. Look at Kevin. Oh, boy, Tony Gunn's working him over with some of those left hands, buddy. Oh, my goodness.
Look at Kevin climbing the ropes.
Kevin up on the top rope. Oh, look up. He comes flying down with that crossbody.
That is it.
Oh, I hear the music now. I like the way you move.
Yep.
Kevin White with the victory. And the fans like the way he moves, too, I think. Kevin looking good today on Memphis Wrestling. Let's get him over here and talk to him for a brief moment. Good to see him back in the middle of the ring, right smack down in the thick of it. Kevin White, with all the fans saying hello and get him around here. Well, Kevin, boy, it's good to see you back at it again, buddy.
And it's great to be back. There's nothing I love more than being here. And Coco Beware, he tried to end my career. And he might have came close. But you believe one thing, I was down.
You were down
I
for a
wasn't
long
out.
time, too, Kevin. I mean, a long time. But I'm sure you're going to be ready to lace them up and get going come throwback to August 28th.
I can't wait to the 28th. It's like I said, we got some unfinished business. And I cannot wait to show up at the Mid-South Coliseum.
Oh, look out, Kevin. Wait a minute. Here comes Coco. Kevin. Hello, Kevin. Let me get in between you guys now. Hang on, Kevin.
Corey?
Coco, we don't need any problems.
I know it. There's no problem today. Look here, Kevin. Hey, man, I'm glad to see you doing good. Now, I just want to come out to be a man. I want to apologize. Hey, I want us to squash this, okay? Let us squash this. Can we squash this? I mean, hey, I even tried to talk to your mother and stuff, and she hung up on me. But you know what I'm saying? I just want to say, will you shake my hand?
Hey, Kevin, I'm telling you, Kevin. What are you doing,
Corey?
Coco?
I've just come out here. I want to apologize. Hey, I want to be partners with him. In fact, maybe you can learn me how to drive that John Deere or something, Come on, let's just shake on.
I ain't falling for your stupid tricks.
Come on.
No, don't fall for him, I'm telling you.
I want to be friends. I'm tired of fighting. Come on, let's just shake hands, huh?
Hey, look out, Kevin. What is he doing? Hey, look out, Kevin.
He pulled a hammer.
Hey, come on. This stupid idiot is out here with a hammer. What are you doing? What, Coco? I don't want to hear.
Let me tell you one thing, Corey. Let me tell you one thing, White. You hadn't seen the last of me because I'm going to tell you what. You think I put you out of the wrestling business? You would never come back in the wrestling business. Never, never, never.
What does he think he's doing? This guy's lost it. He's gone berserk, isn't he?
Well, he's taunting the crowd.
He's crazy as a Bessie bug. Come out here with a hammer in his hand. Take a break. Let's take a quick timeout. When we come back, though, Brian, we're going to have words from Terry Funk. We'll be right back.
Glucose plus oxygen equals carbon dioxide.
I'd like to pass them back to you now.
And
very pleased with your work.
She's got the drive, the energy, the heart, and the talent.
Pre-med.
But she wouldn't be here without your help. Please support the United Negro College Fund, because a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
If your cash is low, think Cash Depot. Hey, it happens sometimes. Too much month and
and not enough paycheck. When your budget has you in a headlock and you need cash fast and easy, think Cash Depot. Cash Depot does payday loans, title loans, and cashier's checks. If your cash is low, think Cash Depot. Got a job and checking account? No problem. You own your car? No problem. Let Cash Depot be your tag team partner. Stop by one of these convenient locations and get the cash you need today. Remember, if your cash is low, think Cash Depot.
Can you handle the burger, baby?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
2 hands. Boom.
Eating that big baby?
The Black Angus Burger. It's just like having a steak on a burger.
Guess it's the right cow.
It's a BA burger with a banging attitude.
Loaded up with the good stuff.
Go to Crystal and get yourself
The BA burger.
And BA stands for boom at you.
Double it up with bacon and cheese.
BA burger. Big taste.
I've been hammered all my life. But when it comes to car insurance, don't you get slammed. Call the man from AutoPlan. AutoPlan has 9 locations to serve you and no down payment. So remember, don't get slammed. Call the man from AutoPlan today. Liability is the law, so call the man from AutoPlan.
Boy, we're back at it at Memphis Wrestling, the home of Rhythm and Brews. Thank you at home for joining us today. Yeah. Cory Mlin, Brian Tickle in the ringside with all these great people enjoying all the action here today. I want to take a quick break in the action now, Brian, and talk about Throwback 2, Saturday, August 28th at the Coliseum. You saw earlier today we made the announcement last week that Terry Funk was coming in. Terry Funk's going to be my partner at the Coliseum, and I want to tell you people at home that are home watching, the fans here in the studio watching, before you see this tape, this is an interview that Terry Funk had. It was a few months ago from a match that he had with Jerry Lawler. And, of course, you know, there's 2 sides to every coin. Terry is a little brutal on this interview. He was beat up pretty badly and with the match with Lawler. And, of course, Lawler, as usual, found a way to slip out of it by cheating with some type of object. I think he had like 3 chains or something is what happened in it. But what I like to do, I first want to apologize to those of you at home watching. It's a little explicit video, but listen to this. And I want to say this. Let's make no bones about it. Terry Funk, he's no choir member. He doesn't sing in the choir. He's not a church member. He comes as rough and tough as they come. So if I have to apologize early, let's do it. But he sent in a few words.
Okay.
Let's hear what he's got to say. Here he is coming into Throwback 2. Here's Terry Funk.
You know, I can't believe Jerry Lawler talking after the match as if he's got some sense, as if he's an educated man, as if he's a knowledgeable individual, trying to win the fans over, trying to talk like a man with a great knowledge of wrestling, talk as if he went out there and tried to wrestle. Jerry Lawler has never been anything but an idiot. Not an educated idiot, but an idiot. I have despised very few people in this business in the 30-some years that I've been in it. One of them is Dusty Rhodes, because he's a fat, overbearing pig that thinks he can impress people by just talking. Ric Flair, and another idiot that is in this profession that thinks he is much better than what he is. Hulk Hogan, Vince McMahon. I despise him for thinking that he is a big wheel like he does. But I hate Jerry Lawler because Jerry Lawler tries to hide behind a mask. And that mask is a mask of a wrestler whenever he never has the ability to get in a ring with me. I've wrestled him through for years. Who wanted the empty arena match? I wanted that match. Who wants rules tonight and proclaimed that I wanted to wrestle Jerry Lawler first? It was me. It wasn't Jerry Lawler. Jerry Lawler is a pig. Always has been a pig. He is white trash. always has been white trash from Memphis, Tennessee. That's what comes out of that part of the country is poor white trash. And if you're not poor trash, you're white trash that has finagled your way into some bucks dishonestly. That's what Jerry Lawler has done all of his life. Make the dishonest buck in professional wrestling. I am the man that is the legend in professional wrestling. Don't make a mistake about it. Jerry Lawler is a man that has never even approached the accomplishments that I have. He's barely been out of the state of Memphis. He's barely been in the city of New York. He hadn't been in Japan. He hadn't been in Australia. He hadn't been in Germany. He hadn't wrestled for 150 different promotions around the world and had each one of them try to screw him and still come out on top. That's what I had up here, is a screwing. A screwing by Jerry Lawler and a screwing by his bosom buddies. Do you understand me, pink face? Do you understand me? Are you simple-minded idiots? Do you understand me out there? I'm a legend, and I'm always going to be remembered as a legend, and as long as Jerry Lawler is around and has a silly victory over me, I'll never quit. I'll die in that ring before I quit, before I want a rematch with that Bob Barker-looking fool. Have you seen how his eyes are drawn back and his lips are pushed out like an asshole? He looks like Bob Barker on a bottle of Ensure, pumped up and fat on Ensure. Now get the hell out of my way.
And that's who you want for your partner.
Boy, I'm telling you, yeah, that's who I want. You know why? That's why I want him?
Well,
because this guy doesn't play around, Brian, and Jerry Lawler knows he doesn't.
Well,
so that's going to be good.
From the King's reaction last week, I mean, I about got hit by a chair when you announced that last weekend. So there's a lot of tension there.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of tension, and I'm going to try to get some of it off my chest. Come throwback to August 28th. Let's take a quick timeout. You got Jerry the King Lawler in the ring when we come back on the other side.
Well, let's keep it in the ring.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
UPN Monday, Flex crashes Brianna's drama class.
What am I doing a scene with my daughter?
Can it be a death scene?
One-on-one. Then just try to keep your shirt on for guest star hottie Shamar Moore, the new nanny who really knows how to take care of the babes. Half and half, followed by your favorite, Girlfriends. Then a battle of the sisters to become America's next top godmother.
So what do the hip and holy wear to church these days anyway?
On another half and half.
Monday beginning at 7 on UPN 30.
Everything's possible with a Hover-Round. If you have mobility problems, there's really only one way to go where you want with ease and comfort. Hover-Round. Learn for yourself why a Hover-Round power chair is your best choice of all.
The Hover-Round allows me the freedom to live on my own and not depend on somebody else.
Hover-Round's design makes it your #1 choice for go-everywhere mobility, comfort, and portability. You want a chair that can get around your home with ease. Everything's possible with a Hover-Round. Hover-Round's unique round design lets you navigate even the smallest spaces.
We're going to make a rule here that says our chair is going to be able to go wherever people can walk.
You want to be comfortable all day long. You can. Everything's possible with a Hover-Round. No other seat comes close to our all-day comfort and support.
The Hover-Round is the most comfortable power wheelchair I've ever been in. It's like an easy chair.
And the Hover-Round's easily portable. Take yours anywhere you want, even the Grand Canyon. Everything's possible with a Hover-Round.
Oh, I love it. I really do. It's best thing since the legs.
Made in the USA, Hover-Round is backed by local service right in your neighborhood. Go ahead, see for yourself. Call now for your free, no-obligation information kit and video. We'll answer your questions, and we can even bring a Hover-Round to your home for a test drive. It's easy. Call us, and we'll work directly with your doctor, Medicare, and your insurance company. You can own a Hover-Round at little or no cost to you.
It didn't cost me one single penny, and I now have my Hover-Round.
Everything's possible with a Hover-Round. Call now.
Call 1-800-490-1531 for your free, no-obligation information kit and video. That's 1-800-490-1531. Call now. 1-800-490-1531.
You just can't beat a country-made deal. With rebates up to $5,000 or 0% 60-month financing, prices have been slashed on over 300 new cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. But our used car inventory is overstocked, so we cut prices to the axles. This 01 Pontiac Sunfire, just $129 a month. This loaded 2004 Taurus wagon, just $119 a month.
Whatever it takes. You just can't beat a country-made deal anywhere.
Oh, we're back here on Memphis Wrestling. There's the ring, and the hell sounds. Here we go, Brian Tegler. Here's Johnny Dodson. Johnny D. Boy, he's become a fan favorite too, hasn't he?
Sure has.
Johnny Dodson.
Always a lot of excitement when he's in the ring.
Yeah. Steps over. Leaps over that top.
Eyes over the top. He puts on a show by himself in the ring.
Yeah, Johnny getting me croaking here at UBN today. Referee Richard Devon's in the ring, and here is his opponent today. Well, it's the King, Jerry Lawler. Well, the fans chanting. Jerry Funk, they're looking forward to it. A throwback to August 28th at the Coliseum, Brian. It's going to be big. Hey, come on, Jerry.
Looking at you. If I hear one more of these people chant Terry Funk, I promise you. Do you see what you've done, Cory Mlin? Do you see what you've done? All of these people at home witnessed the vulgarity, the obscenity, I don't know what kind of depths that Terry Funk can sink to. Is that the kind of person that you want to bring into Memphis, Tennessee? Why don't you just have the guts, Cory, for you and I to settle this one-on-one right now? Why don't you and I get this Johnny Dodson kid out of the ring? You take the nice, probably $6,000 or $7,000 Armani jacket off, and you and I get in the ring right now. You don't have to bring in Terry Funk. It can be just you and me, and we can get this settled right now. How about...
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to tell you something. This has made me a little nervous. I don't mind telling you this because Terry Funk, he's wild. He's crazy. He was hardcore before there was hardcore. You saw the blood a while ago. I know in that Coliseum it's going to be tables and chairs. It's not going to be round. That's not
No, we don't have to have that, Cory. That's what I'm trying to say. Listen to reason. Let's you and I go in the ring. Let's you and I go in the ring and do this right now.
No, we're not going to do that right now, Brian. I'm not letting these guys lure me. And it'll be 2 and 3 against 1 like it was last time. That's why I'm bringing Funk in to watch my back, Brian.
All right, well, we've got our match here today. Let's take care of business in the ring here.
Fans chanting Terry Funk at ringside. I'm telling you. Jimmy Hart's taking a seat down here at ringside. There's the King. He's not a happy camper, is he?
No, he's not, and he's taunting you, and I don't know why you seem to be wanting to taunt him back all the time.
Lawler with Dodson. Hi.
After looking at that tape, I Why Terry Funk, Corey? After looking at what I just saw and knowing the history of that.
Well, because I know
all the people you know in professional wrestling, all the people you could have made a phone call to and would be back, right? They'd cover your back. They'd be at your side. And this is the guy?
Well, this is the guy. You know why? Because I know that he, and as he just said earlier, he hates Lawler more than anybody ever in wrestling. Look at Dodson, man.
My goodness.
You look over and you see a little small guy. You think he's giving up a lot of size to Lawler. And he just body slammed the King. Man, good move from Johnny Dodson. Whoa. Oh, Lawler said no, I'm not coming in.
Boy, hear the taunting.
Coming up there.
Here comes the taunting. Hard, you better stay over there too, man.
What is it, Macklin? Have some guts. Step into the ring, baby. It'll change your life forever. You want to be a sportscaster? You want to be the booker? You want to be the candlestick maker? Crawl in the ring. Put the tights on, baby. This is what it's all about right here. Why don't you people shut up out there? The King, this is the King of Memphis. This is the greatest wrestler in the history of professional wrestling.
Do you hear what they're chanting out there?
Yeah, they're
Terry Funk.
Terry Funk, because they know that it's going to be wild. It's going to be hardcore. It ain't going to be no walking to Sunday school when Terry Funk shows up at that Mid-South Coliseum, Brian.
Well, as loud as that chanting is in this studio, I can only imagine what it will sound like.
What?
This is for you. I want you in this ring, and this is what I'll do to you right here.
Hey, come on. Oh, look at Dodson come back swinging, man. Boy, Dodson comes back and nails Lawler, busts him right in the lip in that big fat mouth that has certainly hadn't gotten any smaller here lately, Brian.
Well, he doesn't have his mind totally in this match because he's thinking more about you and about Terry Funk. August 28th. Can you imagine the chanting is what I was about to say from the thousands of people at the Mid-South Coliseum?
I'm telling you.
You know what it is? All these people yelling Terry Funk, they got the King a little off his game right now. I know it, King, that's okay. These people keep yelling Terry Funk. It's got you a little upset, but that's okay. We don't get mad, we get even, baby.
Well, the proof's in the pudding here in the ring. So far, Johnny Dodson looking good.
I mean, he's looking good, and he's certainly holding his own against the King. Lawler backs him into the corner again. Right hand from Lawler. Oh, they got that chair. Come on. Yeah, referee calls for the bell. Oh, my goodness.
Now, right to the head.
Hey, it's the referee.
What is wrong with you?
Hey, come on, guys.
Lawler,
come on, Lawler. Come on.
Come on, King. Come on, come on. Get some help out here. Come on, King. Pile drives Cory. No, we don't have to be. No, I don't.
You're getting in here.
No. You don't need.
Back over there where you belong.
We don't need to be doing this. You've heard him. You've heard.
Get over there.
Here, King. You gotta get out of here. You better get out now, baby.
You better be glad you got a good insurance policy. You want to help him? Is that where you want to end up? You want the King to pal you do? Yeah, you're right. He is hurt, but you're going to be hurt too, Brian.
What's up, man?
Oh.
Huh? This is way out of control. Come on, guys.
Come here. Come here.
You
baby.
want some of this, Brian?
No, I don't.
Get over
We need to get some.
I'm going to show you what's going to happen to this punk for bringing in Terry Funk. I promise you he's going to regret this. Yeah, call the ambulance. I don't care. Come on. We need that ambulance. Come on, King.
Come on now. Not on the... Not on the concrete floor. Come on. No. Not on the floor. That's right. The concrete floor, Teglin. Look at him now, baby. Long live the king. Come on, guys. This is way. Listen to him. Listen to him whine like a baby. Listen to him. Listen to him. Listen to him. Listen to him. Come on, that's right. Put some ice under his head. Oh, come on, Mr. Coffee. This is the king, Mr. Coffee. Are you on Cory Mlin's side now, Mr. Coffee?
Now look at yourself, Cory Mlin. Look at yourself now. Look what you've done. You can blame this on nobody but yourself, Cory Mlin. I think we can take a break now, can't we? Let's take a break. We'll be back with more of the Jerry and Jimmy Show right after this.
A few years ago, I was in the hospital for routine surgery. During my operation, I lost a lot of blood. I had a blood transfusion that took 8 hours, and it saved my life. When I needed blood, it was there. Let's make sure that it's there for others who need it now.
Call Lifeblood today, 901-522-8585.
Oh, baby! The 2004 and 1 mixtape tour presented by Mountain Dew Cory. It's about to invade Memphis this Tuesday night at the Pyramid at 7:30. Come check out the hottest street ball players on the planet. Hot Sauce, Ayo, Main Event, The Professor, and all the rest of and 1 ballers. This is Duke Tango inviting you to the Open Run and Basketball Expo. Also, come check out the Sauce Halftime Show brought to you by Nintendo. This is the #1 street ball tour as seen on ESPN. Oh, baby!
The Mid-South Home Builders Guide, brought to you by the brick industry. This is the most exciting tool for finding a new home. Join me, Kristen Terrell, Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. on ABC 24 WPTY. You'll see the work of these Memphis area builders. All over Shelby and DeSoto counties, they've got beautiful new developments, from homes for the first-time buyer to estate-sized dwellings. Plus, you'll hear helpful hints on everything from furnishing your home to landscaping your yard. For more information, log on to abc24.com.
If you want to run your mouth, why don't you be a man? Why don't you step in the ring with with me, huh? Don't look like Cory Mlin's going to do it. Why don't you do it?
We'll wait and see what happens here.
You know what? Look at Cory Mlin now. Look at all you people. You're so concerned. Look at you. Oh, here comes the ambulance in for Cory Mlin. Oh, my goodness. Here comes Memphis's finest. Oh, look. Come on, Brian Teklin. Are you going to go to the hospital with him?
Get up, you sissy Cory Mlin.
Come on, Mlin. Get up, big boy. This is wrestling. This is what you've always wanted to do. You've never wanted to be an announcer. You wanted to be in the ring. Well, now you got your wish. The only bad thing about it is you got in the ring with the wrong guy, pal.
Come on, Brian Teklin. The show's on here.
Come on, Brian. Get a microphone. I'm going to be your co-host today.
Frankly, I'm a little more concerned about who's lying on the floor
No, you know what you're
than
worried
this
about?
wrestling show right now.
Yeah, you know what that means? On the 28th, you might have to put the tights on, Brian.
Yeah.
This is your friend. Yeah. What about that, Brian?
We'll see what the 28th brings because I will...
Well, looks like it's going to be a handicap match now. Oh, look at Cory. Come on. Oh,
Well, is
poor
this what
Cory
it took to
Mlin.
try to get Cory out of this match?
Look at all the people
all about?
concerned out here.
Cory Mlin should have never been in this match to begin with. I gave Cory Mlin an opportunity to end this all. All he had to do was get up in the ring and face me one-on-one today.
And he said, no, let's wait till the 28th.
Well, no, he changed his mind. He did get in the ring. And this is what happened to him. Now, Cory Mlin, you know what I want you to do? The first opportunity that you get to use the telephone, if you can dial the telephone in the next week or so, you better call Terry Funk, and you better say, don't come on the 28th, Terry Funk. Let me tell you what the King did to me. I'm in the hospital right now. Don't come, Terry Funk, unless you want to wind up in the hospital, too.
Is that what this is about? Is this about Terry Funk?
That's what it's about.
This is Lawler country. This is Lawler country, baby. Come on, Mlin. Come on back in, baby. You know Terry Funk King, he wants hardcore. You can give him hardcore, baby. He wants tables, he wants chairs, he wants to fight up in the bleachers. Then let's do it, if that's what he wants.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is, wait a minute, hang on.
I'm going to follow him behind y'all.
Okay.
Thank you.
This is pretty sad, but you know what they say. One can't grieve forever, so the show must go on. Let's get some more wrestling out here.
Poor Cory Mlin.
I
There you
don't know
go.
about this.
That's your true
I don't
wrestling
know about
fans.
this. We have a
That's your true wrestling
seriously
fans,
injured out
King.
here.
The show's got to go on.
You run it, Jimmy.
Thanks, boss.
You run the show. Take a break, and we'll get some more matches out here for you.
Thanks, boss. Looks like I'm going to do it by 8. Come on.
Where's Brian Teklin?
Brian Teklin, come on, baby. Come on back. Come on, Brian. Oh, my goodness. Bye, Cory. Bye, Cory. Bye, Cory. Have a good stay, Cory, in the hospital.
Hey.
Bye, Cory.
Somebody needs to tell Cory Mlin.
Come on, Brian, it's me and you
somebody
now,
needs
baby.
to tell Brian Teklin.
All right.
What? So what?
What is this all about?
What this is all about? Don't worry about August 28th. Let's worry about this. Let's worry about this TV program, Brian. You ever heard the old expression, one monkey don't make no show? Cory Mlin's gone. Well, show must go on. Take this microphone.
Come on,
You don't care that a man's on his way to the hospital
No,
right
I don't
now?
care. Yeah, how about that? I don't care. Does that answer your question?
Well,
Now
it
sit
sure
down
does.
and let's have some more wrestling, okay?
Come on, Brian, I'm your co-host.
All right, let's go to break. We'll be back in a moment.
Let's take a break,
We'll have
everybody.
an update on Cory's condition, too.
If your cash is low, think Cash Depot. Hey, it happens sometimes. Too much month and not enough paycheck. When your budget has you in a headlock and you need cash fast and easy, think Cash Depot. Cash Depot does payday loans, title loans, and cashier's checks. If your cash is low, think Cash Depot. Got a job and checking account? No problem. You own your car? No problem. Let Cash Depot be your tag team partner. Stop by one of these convenient locations and get the cash you need today. Remember, if your cash is low, think Cash Depot.
Picture yourself where the fun never stops. Where the thrills never end. Where there's rides, shows, food, and fun for the whole family. Focus on the fun at Liberty Land. General admission $8 or unlimited rides and shows just $18. Now open Wednesday through Sunday. Focus on the fun at Liberty Land.
Hey, race fans, experience the fastest motorsport on the planet. The 17th Annual O'Reilly Mid-South Nationals, August 20th through the 22nd at Memphis Motorsports Park. 300 30-mile-an-hour machine you got to see to believe, side by side on the lightning-fast Memphis quarter mile. Before you head to the track, visit Blockbuster Video and register with a Suzuki Quad Sport 250, courtesy of UPM 30, Rock 103, Classic Rock, and News Radio 600, and by Suzuki, the official motorcycle and ATV of the NHRA. See store for details. The NHRA Powerade Drag Racing Series, very real power.
Well, we're back. Memphis Wrestling, the home of Rhythm and Brews, and I am not comfortable sitting here with this. We got Cory Mlin on the way to the hospital. I just got off the phone. The ambulance is on the way, and now I've got Hart sitting here wanting to continue with the wrestling program that I frankly don't feel good about.
These fans came to see wrestling, and that's what we're going to give them today, baby. Ring the bell, man. We'll worry about Cory Mlin later. We've got a great match coming up here. I know you're a little shook up. I know you're a little upset over this. I can tell you.
Frankly, I'd be upset if you were in an ambulance on the way to the hospital.
Well,
if someone,
Well, I don't worry about anybody ever worrying about Jimmy Hart because nobody ever has, and I'm not going to let them start now. This is about wrestling. Once you crawl in that ring, especially with Jerry Lawler, anything can happen, and it did. What Cory Mlin should have done...
driving into the concrete floor, not keeping it in the ring, that's what it's about?
If it was good enough for Andy Kaufman, it's good enough for Cory Mlin,
Well, this isn't about Andy Kaufman.
These fans can't
This is about Terry Funk. I'll tell you what this is about. Cory Mlin, August 28th, wanted to bring Terry Funk into the Mid-South Coliseum for a partner with Lawler, and Lawler's upset about it. That's what this is about.
Well, you know what? Well, that's too bad. Now he can worry about it while he's in the hospital bed because that's where he's going to have to do all his business from now on. It looks like now we're going to have a special match up at the Coliseum. It's going to be the King, Jerry Lawler, and Jimmy Hart against Terry Funk in a handicap match. You know what, Brian? Why don't you get you some wrestling tights since you're so big friends with Cory Mlin and maybe step in his place that night? What do you think?
I'm telling you, knowing Cory Mlin, he'll be back in time for that. I just know in my heart that he will.
We could probably get you some tights from Victoria's Secret. What do you think, baby?
I'll do the announcing. I'll let the wrestling to the professionals.
Look, here's my big man shop right there. You know, the 28, baby. Throwback 2. He's going to be there. You can bank on that. But what about Cory Mlin? What's he thinking now? Is he going to call his poor little wife out there in Mississippi, maybe, out there in Horn Lake with all the 6 or 7 kids he's got? Is he going to call them first? What's he going to do?
I'm sure people are on the phone right now calling everyone. And as soon as we're done here, I'll be driving to the hospital to see how he is. I hope you'll be a little concerned about what's happening.
Well, you know what the lady on the switchboard, a while ago, what did the lady on the switchboard say? She said the phones are coming in like mad. You know, they've already ring the bell. Here we go.
All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and have this match.
Look, you see how quick the fans get over this? Look at them. They're all cheering. They're all yelling. You think they're worried about
That is
Cory
not
Mlin?
true. I can see looks of concern. People have looked at me during the break and asked, what do you know about Cory? And right now I don't have any information on it. When I do, I'll let you know. But these fans love Cory Mlin, and they want to make sure that he's all right.
Well, let me tell you something. At least Cory Mlin's got used to what's going to be taking place on the 28th, baby. Right there at Throwback 2. Because you see, when Terry Funk comes to town, it's not about going in the ring. It's about tables. It's about chairs. It's about blood. It's about fighting in the stands. It's about fighting all over the building. Because he is hardcore before they even put the word hardcore in professional wrestling.
Well, it's apparent if that's the way Terry Funk wants to wrestle, it looks like from what's happened with the King today, the King wants to have a piece of that.
Well, let me just tell you something. The King has put more people in the hospital than anybody in wrestling. The King burns people. The King can use tables. He can use chairs. He can use anything he wants to do because he is the King. He is the man who put professional wrestling on the map, baby.
I'm just hearing now in my ear they've got Cory. He's just arriving at the hospital, and they're going to go ahead and stabilize him. And I'll give you an update as I hear it. But they've arrived at the hospital. It looked like a neck injury or head injury. He went hard in the concrete.
Well, you know what? Why don't you find out what hospital he went to so maybe me and Jerry Lawler can go visit him today?
Yeah, I'm not going to bet a lot of money on that. Just seeing the delight you took in a man being seriously or potentially seriously injured on a concrete floor here. I can't even believe what I've seen today.
Well, you know what? It's like I said a million times before. You know, Kerry, you know, I feel like an elephant sitting on my tongue now. I'm so excited at what happened to Cory Mlin. But, you know, it seems like Cory Mlin, he has such a string of bad luck. You know, like I said before, you know, when he went out and joined that old church he goes to out there, out at Oak Springs Baptist Church, the pastor quit 2 weeks later, baby, because they didn't want to be in the congregation with him.
Your stories get more absurd. Meanwhile, we do have a match going on here. but the people here in the studio are very concerned about Cory Mlin. I hope to have an update here shortly.
Well, why don't you tell the people what happened a while ago, a few minutes ago, in case you wasn't turned in case you overslept or you didn't see it. Cory Mlin took his jacket off, jumped in the ring with Jerry the King Lawler one too many times. He got pile driving in the ring. And all of a sudden, Jerry the King Lawler said, you know what? Why don't we give him another one? He took Cory Mlin, all 350 pounds of him, put him on the floor, and gave him a great pile driver, baby. The one he gave to Andy Kaufman almost 20 years ago. Now Cory Mlin's on his way to the hospital.
Why can't we wait till August 28th? We had this all booked. We had this down on paper for a match on the 28th. Why couldn't this all wait till then?
Because it would have been great if Cory Mlin had got in the ring with Jerry the King Lawler one-on-one. But what did he do? He tried to throw Jerry the King Lawler and Jimmy Hart a curveball, but he forgets that Jimmy Hart and Jerry Lawler, we make a specialty out of hitting curveballs. He called up Terry Funk. He tried to surprise us because he knows the one man in professional wrestling that Jerry Lawler does not stand and hates to get in the ring with is Terry Funk because he is so wild and crazy.
Well, we saw the King today saying, Cory, let's get you and me one-on-one in the ring today. And Cory wouldn't have anything to do with it. He's no fool. He's not going to go one-on-one. He knows this match is set up. Lawler does not like the fact that Terry Funk is coming to Memphis, Tennessee, August 28th. That's the bottom line.
Well, of course, and you know what?
And now Cory is sitting in a hospital because the King doesn't like who he chose for a partner.
Well, I guess then Cory Mlin shouldn't open that big fat mouth of his then one too many times. It's safe behind the desk, Cory Mlin. Lance Russell did it for so many years. Lance Russell never tried to get in the ring and wrestle, but no, not Cory Mlin, because you know what happens? He goes out in the streets in some of these restaurants he eats at, and a few people walk up and ask him for his autograph, and all of a sudden he thinks he's a wrestling star. It don't work like that, Cory Mlin. This ring is sacred. It's for a few chosen people in wrestling that step in this ring. And for the outsiders like you, we don't like it, and that's what happens to people like that.
Well, he's come up in the ring on more than one occasion, and you've seen it, where he has shown some talent for putting some people down. You've seen this.
Well, maybe from now on he'll think before he jumps in the ring from now on. I know I would if I'd have been pile drive on the floor and in the hospital right now.
Okay, we'll be getting an update shortly about Cory Mlin and how he's doing. If you missed it earlier, not too many minutes ago, he was pile drive. The King's pile drive right into the concrete floor here. And he was in incredible pain. I've never seen anything like it. And the last we saw was the ambulance hightailing it out of here for the hospital.
The only thing I regret, you know what it is, Brian Tegman? That I wasn't out front of the building when the ambulance came up so I could have directed them to go to another building somewhere else.
Well, I wouldn't put it past you. I wouldn't put it past you. How you can be out here laughing and having fun about all of this.
Because, you see, this is where we made our living, baby. We made our living in this ring out here. I've been to the hospital before. I've had stitches before. I've had a broke jaw. I've had a broken fan. But I don't come out here whining and crying and hope all the people in Memphis sending me cards and letters about getting well.
So what's your point? DQ. Okay, we have a disqualification. Okay, they're your winners. We have a disqualification. The Sexy Assassins.
Look, it looks like the people are still upset over the Cory Mlin thing, don't they?
Yes, it does, frankly, it does.
Was crying earlier, and she had to leave the building, and they had to get somebody here at the station to go talk to the people because they were so upset.
Well, they're all upset about it, and so are we. We'll have an update on Cory's condition.
What's the police doing here now? What are they going to do, arrest Jerry and me? What's the police doing here? Oh,
I don't know.
Come on, man.
I'll tell you what.
Ridiculous.
We'll be back August 28th. You want to get your tickets, your ringside tickets. It's Throwback 2. It's going to be incredible.
Cory, hope you feel better.
Stacy Keach, David Caruso, and Richard Thomas, based on a terrifying true story. Mission of the Shark.
Saturday at noon on UPN 30.
I've been hammered all my life. But when it comes to car insurance, don't you get slammed. Call the man from AutoPlan. AutoPlan has 9 locations to serve you and no down payment. So remember, don't get slammed. Call the man from AutoPlan today. Liability is the law. So call the man from Autoplay.
You just can't beat a country-made deal.
With rebates up to $5,000 or 0% 60-month financing, prices have been slashed on over 300 new cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. But our used car inventory is overstocked, so we cut prices to the axles. This 01 Pontiac Sunfire, just $129 a month. This loaded 2004 Taurus wagon, just $119 a month.
Whatever it takes. You just can't beat a country-made deal anywhere.
You want to make that honeymoon video now?
Every relationship has its challenges.
Stop it now!
Theirs are out of this world.
I will stop this!
Spend your weekends with the strangest couple.
You ready?
And their exes.
Let's get it on, honey.
The X-Files, Saturday night at 11 on UPN 30.
Cory Mlin, I want you to know that Throwback 2 is coming to the Mid-South Coliseum. You called up, you begged Terry Funk to be here, to face me, to be your partner. Well, he's not going to have a partner now, is he, Cory Mlin? Because all you're going to be able to do is watch Throwback 2 from your hospital bed. That's where you're going to be now, Cory Mlin. Thanks to your own doing. You brought this on yourself, Cory Mlin, by bringing in Terry Funk. And I want you to know one thing. I am the king, and I am not. I mean it. I am not afraid of Terry Funk. No way, shape, form, or fashion am I afraid of Terry Funk. I mean it. I'm not afraid of Terry Funk.
Understand me out there. I'm a legend, and I'm always going to be remembered as a legend. And as long as Jerry Lawler is around and has a silly victory over me, I'll never quit. I'll die in that ring before I quit. I'm going to be back with that Bob Barker-looking fool. Have you seen how his eyes are drawn back and his lips are pushed out like a soul? He looks like Bob Barker on a bottle of Ensure. Pumped up and fat on Ensure. Now get the hell out of my way.
Memphis Wrestling, brought to you by Country Ford, Cash Depot, and by Autoplan Insurance.
Matt Camden's secret will test his family.
Did you know this can't be good, right?
No. Seventh Heaven.
The WB Mondays on UPN 30.
He does not disarm. Repeating itself. I don't feel my generation's ready for something like this. Eyes off the ball. Along with others, terrorism, we're going to wind up in weapons of mass destruction. We'll go disarm Saddam Hussein.
That was Get Moving by Outlaw Nation. Hey, Kenny Thomas, look at you. Driving over the limit, drinking, and no seatbelt on. Way to go. Man, the heat is ready to come down on you.
100 days of summer heat is coming from the Tennessee Highway Patrol, and things will be miserable for anyone speeding, driving under the influence, or not wearing a seatbelt.
Be smart, drive responsibly, and remember, the heat is on.
The year is 2045. Our children still play ball. Rush hour is still rush hour. Our country in the hands of a great president. Today, that president is just a kid growing up with his brother. This is the story of the forces that will shape his life.
Do you think that because we're hanging out more that I can become cool?
No.
Eventually?
Probably not. Two brothers. One will overcome a lifetime of life.